Good evening and welcome to the Budget and Finance Committee meeting for September 27th, 2016. This is basically a quick organizational meeting with one item on the agenda. The first thing we need to do is elect a chairman for the upcoming budget season, so I'll open the floor to nominations.
I nominate Marshall.
I second that.
Okay. Any further nominations? Should I hear a motion to close nominations?
Motion to close nominations.
Second that one.
All in favor? Okay, thank you. Now we need a motion to elect a vice chairman. Could I hear nominations, please?
Bob Goslin.
I'll second Bob Goslin. Any other nominations? Nomination or motion to close, please.
Make a motion to close.
Second.
Bob Goslin it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next thing I'd like to do is just take a minute to acknowledge Rolf Olson. He was the previous chairman of this committee, and I understand he was on that committee for 29 years, and that was quite a long time for somebody to do this job. And we all appreciated working with him, and I hope that I can bring at least some of the coolness and collectiveness that he had to it. Thank you, Rolf. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome two new members to the committee tonight, Diane Picavet and Barry Morris. Like Diane, if you'd say a second.
Sure. Thanks for having me. Thanks for electing me. I've been a Raymond resident for about 14 years now, and I am the proud mom of twin 9-year-old boys who are in the 3rd grade in the school system. My husband is the foreman of the Public Works Department. And I am the marketing manager at Maine Oxy in Auburn. So, thank you.
Good. Thank you. Mr. Morris?
Barry Morris. I'm retired. I've lived in Raymond pretty much my whole life. My grandparents and parents own property here. I used to summer here and real familiar with Raymond. I have got about 40 years experience in the criminal justice field. I retired from being the chief of police in the town of Madison, and have extensive experience with budgets and stuff. So,
great.
Hopefully, I can be an asset to the town.
Good. Thank you both for joining us. The next item is to take a look at the year-end reports. For those in TV land, they are available on the town website under Government, Budget Finance Committee tab. And the only comment I have on last year's financial reports is it looks like they all came in pretty close to where the budget was. We had the benefit of getting more excise taxes than we had budgeted for, and also the Code Enforcement Department brought in a little bit more than they thought they would. So in general, we finished the year better than we had anticipated budget-wise. Does anybody have any questions on where these are, how to read them, what information is contained on there? Okay, moving right along. Rolf and I discussed a couple of times a change to the existing town ordinance, and I sent to you all a copy of the proposal. And what it is the town ordinance for the Budget Finance Committee can also be found at the town website, Government, Budget Finance tab. And I'm going to address specifically, I think it's section 6, which allows the current school board chairman to be a non-voting member of the Budget Finance Committee. The proposal is to eliminate that provision because we do not manage the school system any longer. Raymond was part of the formation of RSU 14 back in 2000, 2008, 2009. And that took out all budget control from this committee over the school department. So that is no longer a necessary part of our town ordinance. The other thing that I would like to include on the town ordinance is to add the provision that each year we elect a vice chairman in addition to a chairman. And we started doing that 4 years ago, I think. And I would like to make that part of the written document. So what I would like now is a motion to proceed with those two changes. And our next step would be to bring that to the selectmen. And then the final step would be to present that at town meeting in June. So this is just a start of a process that will go forward. But
I make a motion that we proceed to eliminate a member of, the chairman of the school board as a member, non-voting member of our committee, and 2, to add a vice chair to the roles of budget finance.
do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Okay, great.
Now procedurally, we need to form some verbiage, or we just want to prove what you had submitted?
I have not formed the verbiage. My intent would be just to X out the appropriate words, and that would be the chair of the school board, who should be non-voting.
Yep.
And to add in where it is chair, add in the section of vice chair. I will send that out to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. And then my next step would be to take that to the selectmen. I'd like to get that done November, December, so that we're not bumping into the
Right.
budget season, and
Yep.
then we'll go forward with that. Okay? Further agendas. For the benefit of those that are just joining us, the agendas for this committee will be published by the town after the selectmen have set the budget process for the 17-18 cycle, I think we're coming up on. Okay. And normally we will meet the first or second week in January. Last year it was January 4th. And that is to review the Budget Finance Committee revised draft as presented by the selectmen. And then we will get into the actual budget review process February and March with the department's heads and so forth. And then in April, there will be a final budget committee meeting in which we approve the warrants for town meeting. Okay, so, and then we will again meet in September for the next organizational meeting.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
don't we usually have a workshop in there too?
We do. I think that comes as needed. Last year, the workshop was
March.
February 29th. Yep. And then, yeah, February 29th, March 7th, March 29th, and April 11th was with the 4 meetings. And then we are also expected to attend town meeting, which I'm not sure when it is this year. I think it's the second Tuesday of June. Okay. So that would be the further agenda item. The next thing I have on my list is public comment, which the public has commented.
So not the rain.
Okay. And I'll open it up to anybody on the board that has anything they'd like to add, subtract. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you.